Mama Tevin. Auntie alienda and akaacha Tevin peke yake na amemfungia na ameenda na vifungu. I was surprised.
Someone who understands me and loves me is here. So I mean, I'm so free with them.
They don't take time to look for a good nanny. They don't take time to be inquisitive of this girl.
I knew very well amebeba kitu. But the first thing that lady alifungulia tap. Akaacha nyumba imeflood.
Hello, I am Tamima and welcome to the Real Talk Round Table. Now, every day in this country, parents will leave their home, leaving behind their children as they go out to earn a better living. The reality is, a lot of the times, children will be left in the care of nannies or other forms of caregivers. Today on the round table, we'll be talking about what do you have to consider when you leave your children in the custody of another person. Welcome to the round table. Right, so my first guest is Sarah Odera. Sarah is 40 years old, and for her, she vows that she would never leave her child in the care of a nanny. Sarah, welcome to the round table.
Thank you.
And maybe let's start the discussion off from a point of the reality is today for a lot of parents, myself included, the fact that I'm here doing this show means that my child is in the care of someone. So it's either mtoto wangu ako shuleni, ama pengine ako in the care of a nanny.
Yeah.
But for you, if your child is not in school, you're saying you would never leave them in the care of a nanny.
Yeah.
How come?
I had bad experience before. Niliacha kijana wangu na msichana. I went to work in Kisumu. And the girl left the kid alone and she went.
So you are working in a different town?
No, I sell fish. So at times I go to the
For
lake.
safari, ile unaenda unachukua stock,
And then I
unakuja
come
nayo.
back, yeah.
And msichana sasa ulikuwa umemwacha na watoto kwa nyumba?
Alikuwa mmoja by then. Nikamwacha kwa nyumba and I went to Kisumu. And the place I went is called Mfangano. By then there was no network. Ilikuwa shida. So nikamwacha na mtoto, mimi nikaenda. Kumbe after venye nilitoka pia akatoka.
Na mtoto alikuwa na age gani?
Alikuwa anaenda kuturn 7 years.
So msichana akatoka, akacha mtoto wa 7 years kwa nyumba peke yake.
Na akamlokia kwa nyumba.
And when did people discover that the girl has left the house?
The next day.
So your child was by themselves essentially for a whole night.
The next day at around 10.
And ulijuaje saa msichana ametoka kwa nyumba ameacha mtoto?
It took me 3 days because alifunga, she had to use the key to open the gate. So it's like she forgot to even throw the key back. She left with the key. The boy was in the house alone for 3 days.
For 3 days?
Yeah, so the neighbors used to come through the window. They bring food, tea, and baki tu kwa nyumba hapo.
And you discovered after 3 days?
After 3 days, when I went to a town, Mbita town, where there is network, I just got my phone was full of voicemails. So I was wondering, what's up? I called my neighbor back, akaniambia, Mama Tevin, auntie alienda and akaacha Tevin peke yake na amemfungia na ameenda na vifungu. I was surprised. That minute, nilitafuta gari.
And as a mother, I can imagine, you would wish that you could run back to Nairobi.
Yeah, nilitafuta gari that minute and I left my fish by the sea, the lake side.
Ilikuwa imepeleka ukaacha?
Niliacha, because I had to come back, nitafute mwenye atakata kifungu, mimi mwenyewe sikuwa nimebaki, niingie kwa nyumba niangalie mtoto wangu.
And how was your son?
You know kids, he's okay, he's playing with kids through the window, yeah, ako tu sawa, but sasa unajua hiyo, ako confined in one place, it's not good for a kid. Ako lonely at night, my neighbors come, they talk to him, mpaka late, and then?
Analala.
Yeah.
But 3 days by himself, I'm sure for any parents, that's a very traumatizing experience.
3 days.
Na unajua
niliacha samaki yenye nilienda kuleta, I came back to Nairobi. Zilinipata hapa.
And this house girl that you had left your son with,
yeah,
were you able to then follow through and find out what had happened? Why did she leave your house?
Okay, I realized he was not a good girl because he took the money I kept in the house. It's like he was just timing when he'll get something good to go. I tried following up where nilimpata. Sasa kila mtu ati mimi nilimpata huku. Nilizunguka kabisa, sikuwahi jua penye yako.
Na tangu hiyo siku venye alitoka haujai ongea naye, haujai mpata?
Sikuwahi muona. Akaniacha na deni ya those money wa 37,000 ya chama amechukua. He packed some few clothes zile nzuri akabeba kaenda.
And so alikuibia pesa ya chama akakuachia mtoto kwa nyumba siku 3
na hata kunipigia kuniambia nimeenda. Angenipigia by the time angenipata cause alijua hiyo venye nikienda kwa bahari kurudi ni 3 days 4 days, lazima nimalize
una network kule, so she had some lead time.
Yeah, to do what she wanted.
And maybe there's something you've mentioned that now when you're doing your follow through, kwa wale ambao walikuletea msichana, pengine explain to us, how did you end up having this individual in your house as a caregiver for your child?
A friend.
So what happened? You were without a nanny and then a friend recommended her?
Yeah, she told me there's a lady anatafuta kazi na venye sasa unataka mtu uweze acha mtoto peke yake, wacha nimlete. Nikamwambia ako na kitambulisho, akaniambia hapana, ni mdogo, ndio ameturn 18, amesema na organize venye napata kitambulisho by the time atanikumbe it was not. Nikimwangalia naona she's not 18.
So alikuwa msichana mdogo.
She was not young. Ni ile tu mwili ndogo, so ali cover up ndio nisimuombe ID. So my friend akaniambia, "Aki niko sure, Mama Tevin, just take this girl, atateke ya mtoi vizuri na hata ienda. Anything iki happen nitafute." Siku ile alitoroka na pesa yangu na akacha mtoto kwa nyumba. Nilimtafuta. Aliniambia sasa ajui penye atampata.
And this is the friend who convinced you to allow this woman into your house.
Yeah. Last minute anakwambia, I can't even find that girl. I don't know where to get her. Vitu mingi. Nikasema sasa nitatoa wapi pesa. Akaniambia sasa pia mimi hakuna venye nitakusaidia.
And so fast forward to your most recent incident, because that's the first time it happened to you.
That was the first incident. The second...
Na after that ukaamua sasa wewe andiki msichana wa kazi.
I stayed with my sister for almost 10 years. She got married, another one came, a younger one. Akamaliza pia akaenda kwake.
So now that you got a second baby ukaona sasa hii maisha ya kuhustle
lazima iendelee. Na mtoto lazima kuwe
na mtu wa kumchunga.
Yeah, that one was a different case. She was from Uganda.
So now, and probably just explain to me, because I have a lot of friends, and a lot of the times as women, you know, you'll have a bad experience with a nanny. Then now you believe all Kenyan nannies are bad.
Bad, yeah.
Acha sasa nikatafute Uganda ama Tanzania.
Nikaenda kwa friend yangu nikapata ako na msichana anafanya kazi. A very clean girl. Nikamwambia, si unitafutie msichana.
Ule wa rafiki yako alikuwa Mtanzania?
Ule alikuwa Mtanzania.
So kuona wa Tanzania sasa ndio wazuri.
Mganda sasa.
Mganda sasa ndo mzuri.
Ule wa kwanza alikuwa Mjaluo. Ule wa pili ni msafi Mganda, nikampata kwa rafiki yangu. Nikamwongelesha rafiki yangu akamuita akamwambia, "Auntie, unaweza tafutia Mama Shamira msichana?" Akasema ndio. Haya sawa, wewe mtafuti. Mimi naye na huyo na hiyo sasa tamaa ya kupata msichana mzuri. Nikachukua pesa nikapeana. Import from Uganda. Wakaniambia huyu uko safe juu ni huyu msichana namjua, usijali. Nikasema kumbe this girl was not even from Uganda, my friend. She was not from Uganda.
And at the point when you were hiring her, did you believe she was from Uganda?
Yeah, nilimtumia mpaka fare 3,000.
Yani sasa ile kutoka Kampala
to Nairobi. And then nikaambiwa kikuja she will go once per year, which is December. Nikaambia it's okay, nikampea 3,000, nikaambia nilete msichana because I was desperate kabisa. My girl is young, mi natoka 5 narudi kitu 10 at night.
So you need the help.
I need the help. So nikasema aisuru wacha tu nichukue, akakam. So hii sasa kukosana was nikimwongelesha Kiswahili, she's very fluent. Anaongea Kiswahili safi na shindo, msichana ni Mganda kweli. Nikanyamaza. Kumbe huyu ni mtu ashakuja Kenya, ashakaa Kenya sana na si msichana mzuri.
So she was Ugandan but she had lived in Kenya for a long time.
Maybe she was working kwa nyumba ya mtu hivyo. So nikamuuliza auntie unaitwa nani? Akaniambia jina yake, tukaanza kuishi. Nikaona she's lazy. So a friend of mine came to the house akaniuliza, Mama Shamira, nikiwa off, huyu msichana wako ako na mimba? Nikamwambia huyo tu ni kunona.
Maisha ni mazuri hapa.
The second person the same. Nikasema hapana. Jioni nikamuita nikamwambia, auntie, kwani uko na mimba? Tia sina mimba mimi. Nikamwambia sawa.
And how old was she?
I think she was 25. Una mimba? Ati sina mimba. Nikamtrust juu nilijua ametoka Uganda. Nikamwambia unafaa upimwe juu labda ulitoka huko
ukiwa na ujui.
Akaniambia Mama Shamira. Nikamwambia sawa, fanya hivi, kunywanga maji moto. Anaamka asubuhi, first thing in the morning unapata ameweka maji kikombe kubwa. Anakunywa maji moto na amefunga leso kwa tumbo. Kumbe she was expecting, alikuwa na mimba. Sasa mimi hivyo venye nikaanza kusikumbuka juu ako very lazy. Nikasema auntie, leo nikikuja nitakuja na strip upime. Akaniambia sawa. Kumbe nilifanya kitu mbaya.
Now you exposed her.
Na alikuwa kwa mission. So I just came back nikakaa job, nikakaa cause when I go to Kikomba, I come at home at around 10, naoga naenda narudi 10. So at around kitu saa 3:30, neighbor ananipigia, Mama Shamira mambo, naambia poa, ati kuna problem. Naambia problem gani? Shamira ako nje na uniform na bag na auntia yuko. Nikamwambia ai, hebu niingia kwa nyumba ucheck. Akaingia akaniambia, nikamwambia tafuta kifunguo, akaniambia kifunguo iko hapa. Nikamwambia sawa. Akaniambia Mashamira, wacha tu wewe ukuje, ufungue mlango, let me go with the girl, tukae naye mpaka time yako. Nikamwambia sawa. Ikafika by the way, hata saa hizo nikasema nikamwambia wasichana fungeni, me I'm going back to the house. Kufika kwa nyumba, nikifungua mlango nika expect I knew very well amebeba kitu. But the first thing that lady alifungulia tap. Akaacha nyumba imeflood.
Because the whole time tap
in a run. So it's like a revenge, you see. Madharau, sikuelewa. Na ilipata kama first month wakikuja, si mtu anakuambia unakatilo fare alikuja nayo. Kumbe hata huyu si mtu alikuja na fare manini. Ni mtu wako within Nairobi anafanya dirty do's akienda. So mi kuingisha tu mkono mguu hivi kwa nyumba, swimming pool. Surprise yenye aliniachia. Kutoka kuingia kwa nyumba napata amebeba gas. Ati alikuwa mtungi kubwa, ati alikuwa anaenda kujaza. Ni kama aliangalia decoder akajua hawezi beba. So akabeba na DVD. Vitu zenye
ndogo
DVD angeka ndani ya bag. Alafu I had a phone na sikuwa naitumia. Nilikuwa nikirudi kwa nyumba ndio na at least naingia hizo vitu kwa internet. Hiyo pia akabeba. Akachukua DVD ni kama aliweka kwa bag, akatoka ati anaenda kujaza gas. Akaacha nyumba kama imeflood.
Na mtoto pia.
Mtoto akaacha, si ashaeka mtoto kwa gari akaenda na school van. Sasa mission yake ilishia hapo. Nikatoka tena nikakimbia kwa ule msichana nikamwambia, ule msichana wako, akaniambia, nampigia simu aingi. Na nikamwambia, unajua alitoka nyumbani ati pigia watu wa nyumbani. Watu wa nyumbani ati walimuona kitambo sana. So I was surprised.
That's when you discovered she did not come straight from Uganda.
Alikuwa within
mtu wa Nairobi.
Wa Nairobi.
And did you make any effort perhaps kwenda kumshtaki kwa police station amekuibia?
Sasa hiyo ndio shida. She's a Ugandan.
So haukuwa na any form of
ID.
Ulikuwa tu na jina yake. Na picha.
Picha ni yenye tulipiga akiwa na msichana wangu. So nikasema it's my mistake cause unafaa kuchukua ID. So nikakaa nikasema nataka na kuanzia wapi. Ule dem pia akasema na Mama Shamira, kwani hukuchukua ID? Nikamwambia kwani wanakuaga na kitambulisho? Wako ako nayo. Ati wangu pia ako na yake ya Uganda. Nikamwambia mimi sikuona, then alikuja na small bag. So I was wondering as in from Kenya, from Kampala to Kenya.
Na nguo 2-3.
Na kapoch tu. But nikasema maybe she's from a poor family, hakuwa na afford to buy dresses. So nikasema anyway.
And I think the reality is for a lot of viewers who are watching, Sarah's story rings very true because even the smartest of us have fallen victim to a rogue nanny. And why we are having this conversation today is just to let you know that there are certain basic things that you and I should be doing, especially when it comes to deciding who you will leave your children with when you're going to work, when you're going to school, or when you're traveling. So right now, I want to introduce my next guest, who is Victor. Victor is 20, so he's going to be sharing with us what his experience was growing up with a nanny in the house. Victor, welcome to the round table.
Thank you.
Now, you've had quite an experience in the hands of nannies.
That's true.
So you're 20 years old today.
Yes.
But growing up, having a nanny or a caregiver in your house was a constant.
Yes.
So tell me about your first experience with your nanny when you were much younger.
Well, really, when I was much younger, it was, okay, let me say I didn't know what I ought to expect from them and or rather how I should behave around them. And so I found myself constantly being subjected to physical abuse, in this case, being beaten up for sometimes reasons I couldn't understand. Well, I know nikiiba sukari, that will warrant some disciplining or probably even insulting someone or anything, you get. But sometimes I would end up being beaten up for no reason.
And how old were you about that time?
Well, as far as my memory serves me right, around 4, 5 thereabouts.
And would you tell your parents about it?
No.
How come?
First of all, I don't know I'm being abused. And second of all, sometimes threats, because, you know, if I tell my parents, things will not end up for me because I'll be left with her again. and things might go worse. So kucheza safe.
And so how long did that physical abuse and emotional abuse continue at the hands of this nanny?
Well, on the bare minimum, around 2 years. I think until at some point when mom came home earlier than usual and didn't find me in my jovial mood. Because I mean, coming home, my parents coming home was always a nice thing because it brings stuff, and of course, this is mom and dad you're seeing.
And
so
you feel safe.
Yes.
Like you can do anything to me now
Like-
because my parents are here.
Exactly, like someone who understands me and loves me is here. So I mean, I'm so free with them. So yeah, once mom came home early and found me in a sorry state, I think she asked me what happened, and well, being the innocent child I told her what happened. I was beaten up at some point, and of course, juu nataka saa kuchochea, or rather, well, it wasn't kuchocha because, well, it used to happen where I should bring extra visitors at home. And so I'd end up being made to go stay in the bedroom, or just stay away from them as they do their stuff and as they interact and all that.
So she would have affairs in your home,
Yes.
and you would have to keep that secret from your parents.
Well, now I understand, and yes, I would have to keep it a secret. Well, sometimes it was guys, other times it was chicks, and I mean, me, I can't watch TV in peace at I can't memaliza homework or anything, you get. So I'd have to stay away from the public eye.
And so did you have any other incidents where perhaps a nanny abused you growing up?
Not really, because the first one was my worst. Moving forward, then came boarding school, so most of the time I was in school. But well, it wasn't the end of rogue nannies in our house, because I think, as has been mentioned before, I have two brothers. One had...
Who are younger than you?
Yes. One had an issue with his brain development. I think he had a tumor, which was being monitored. And so I also heard from my parents that the nanny left the kid when he was sleeping. He was those kids that needed to be constantly monitored. Otherwise, akianguka kwa kitanda, that's huge trouble. So, of course, at some point, my parents were like, so-and-so left, na tujue alienda wapi. And so, yeah, that was for my second brother. Then again, well, he also joined boarding. Then the last one, that's a work in progress right now.
So you believe that your last-born brother is in an abusive situation with a nanny?
Believe wouldn't be the right word. No sounds more accurate.
So you know that your younger brother is in an abusive situation with a nanny?
Yes.
So what are you doing about it?
Well, at some point, I would have to physically intervene or confront the nanny in this case. And sometimes, well, because again, she's older than I am. Kuna heshima lazima idumu. But still, now that I understand really what goes on, and me being able to see the impact on my youngest brother and what it's changing him to, some of the things he does, that really, for a young kid, a young boy especially, wouldn't be appropriate or wouldn't make sense. I would have some discussions with my parents, and I'm like, yo, you need to talk to this nanny, because I feel how she addresses him. Okay, she can't physically beat him up, especially when I'm there. I will be a brother. But how she addresses him really needs to change like yesterday. Because I see the psychological trauma that my youngest brother goes through. And yeah, I dislike it, to say the least.
Right, our conversation on this topic continues. Remember that you can always reach out to us via the hashtag Real Talk with Tamima. Let me know what your views and comments are on today's topic. What has been your experience when it comes to nannies and caregivers? As a parent, what do you look out for when you're hiring a nanny and bringing them into your house? Because listening to both Sarah and Victor, obviously there are some common mistakes that a lot of us make. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to the roundtable. Now, today's topic is a huge topic, but often ignored, because the reality is, even for me as Tamima, my caregiver is a very key part of my being able to do what I do here on the show and everything else I'm doing in my life. Now, joining me right now is James Kimani. He's a project manager at Mother Goose. Mother Goose is an agency that actually trains professional nannies and caregivers. James, welcome to the round table.
Thank you so much.
So probably you were listening to our conversation the entire time. You had Sarah's story and you had Victor's story. And I just want you probably just to put to us into context, because when I look at Sarah's story, it reflects a lot of stories that women will exchange with each other. My nanny did this to me, alinibia, aliacha mtoto, alifanya hii. But really, the reality is that everything starts at the beginning. How did you source that person before allowing them to come into your house?
I would say, first of all, thank you for this chance. I would say that there are a number of ways that parents get nannies. One of them is through agency or bureaus. The other one is through referrals, maybe from families, from their villages, and also friends. And the others is maybe they take their family members to be part of their nanny. So it is just basically has a number of ways through which parents can be able to get these nannies.
And perhaps what are some of the common mistakes that in your experience you see people make? Because I kind of feel like this conversation also has a lot to do with money.
Yeah.
That by the time I'm walking to Mother Goose to say I need a nanny,
Yeah.
I'm thinking Mother Goose will want to be paid. Sindio Sarah? Watataka walipwe. Alafu ulipe msichana, deposit. So it becomes expensive.
Sure. Well, I can say first of all, the initial mistake that parents do is desperation. First of all, because you are desperate, you even don't have the second thought about getting a nanny. You just walk, for example, into a bureau, you find girls seated down there, you pick them one. Or you call mom, tafutie anybody that you are going to get because of desperation. And you see that most of the parents inquire about nannies when schools are opening. Because that's when now there's that desperation, the school are opening, they will have to go to back to job. So they don't take time to look for a good nanny. They don't take time to be inquisitive of this girl. They don't take time to talk to this girl, to interview them, to do reference check before they're able to bring them to their homes.
And I know perhaps at your agency, these are some of the things that you do for your clients.
Yes, we do. And above it all, we have a number of programs, and some of them are funded by donors. Where by now the girls are sponsored by a donor to come and train, and also for her to be placed into a job opportunity. Some of them even require that their chief must approve them. They must sign them. Their local church elder or an imam, if this person is a Muslim, they must give their feedback about this girl.
So there's a proper background check.
Exactly.
Almost like a certificate of good conduct.
A good conduct from the chief, from their church elder, and now their parent must also assent that we know this girl, and we can be able to give an account about her. So
there's
some
a lot
fallback.
of accountability.
Yes.
So that msichana akifanya kitu when they're in someone's house, you can actually trace them back.
You can be able to trace them back.
Okay.
So that's a part of one of the project, because now there is also somebody funding them, because some of them is very expensive to be able to visit their homes. But now for the others who may not be able to have that advantage of having somebody to sponsor them, at least you're able to get the details about their people. You're able to call them, where she have worked earlier alone. You're able to get all that details. And above it all, you usually tell the parent, you also have an obligation to do some vetting. Don't just rely on referrals alone. Also do your due diligence, so that you can say that I have an information about this person on top of what I was told by the person who gave me this nanny.
Absolutely. I think it's really just important for us to take a look and experience why, even in the context of nannies and caregivers, this is a career for some people, and just like any other job, it merits some level of professionalism, and that's why it's important that if you can, please try and get an individual who fits in the needs of your child, the needs of your home, and if possible, because I know as Mother Goose they do train, but there are other avenues where you could teach your nanny or caregiver basic things like first aid and whatnot. So let's find out why it's important to actually train your nanny. Take a look. So I'm on the ground here at the Nanny Goose Nanny Training Center, and class is definitely in session. So we're about to find out What care goes into making sure that a nanny from Nanny Goose is actually ready to take up a job in one of your homes? So facilitating this particular session, we have Carol. So Carol, what's today's lesson about?
Okay, pleasure to have you. I'm Caroline Ontiek. So our lesson of today is about first aid. So we are tackling on first aid because it's a really problematic area in the family. You know, at home, we can have spare part of things, maybe you break something, but for sure, if you've choked someone's child, there's no way you'll get a child. So it's the major topic we are tackling mostly.
And I just want to bring my viewers' attention to the fact that if you look at the setup here, this looks like any other normal classroom setup. And even looking at the women sitting in this room, like they take this very seriously, as they should. Kila mtu akona kitabu, kila mtu akona kalamu. Sindio, Karo?
Yes.
And so once you train them, and I'm seeing everybody's taking notes. So how long is the course?
Okay, it depends. We have those who are very green, maybe from Form 4. You know, someone from Form 4, maybe she doesn't have a child. We can't just get her to a home immediately because we call her, she's still weak, she's still green. So we have to take her for 6 months course. So after training her, we do more of the theory than we do more of the practicals than theory. Then maybe for those who have got experience, they have been working before, maybe to some places. When they come to us here, we can't just get them straight away to those homes. We have to orientate them to have at least a class with them for 1 week. So it will depend. If they need, maybe they're weak in housekeeping, they're weak in laundry, they let us know their weak areas. Maybe.
So you've developed a whole syllabus.
Exactly.
Like there's a proper curriculum to make sure that by the time the individual is coming to your house for work, they're actually well equipped,
of course,
well trained.
Yeah.
So today you want to focus on first aid and home safety.
Yeah.
And why is this important?
Okay, as I said before, it is very important because you know for sure we can't get spare parts for children. So we need to look at safety, not only for children, even we ourselves. If we can't know safety cases like maybe there's a stranger coming from home, we can't know how to handle that. Cases of fire, we have some maybe cases of sickness, the child is sick, how can we help such situation? That's why we majorly focus on safety. And that's why I'm proud to say that we are a little bit different from other bureaus. Yeah.
Okay, so take it away.
Okay. Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon.
Right, so I just want to find out from my classmates of the day, why is it important for them to actually take this course? So, pengine mnaweza nieleza, hii course iko na importance gani kwenyu nyinyi kama sasa mtu ambaye unatafuta kazi?
Ni muhimu kwetu kwa sababu huwa tunafunzwa jinsi ya kulinda mtoto mdogo. Mtoto mdogo huwa na kazi nyingi. Utafunzwa jinsi ya kumuosha, kumvalisha, kumbadilisha hadi wakati mamake atakaporudi.
Tumefurahia sana Mother Goose cause Mother Goose inatufunza vitu vyenye ambayo hatujui tukitoka manyumbani kwetu. Like now, kama tunaweza kuwa tumefundishwa na wazazi wetu kazi zingine, alafu tukikuja kwa nyumba za wadozi wetu, navyo ni vitu vingine. So Mother Goose ni muhimu sana juu inatufundisha zile vitu ambayo hatujajua, ili ukienda kwa mdozi ama ukienda kazi, unafika huko at least umejua vile utafanya.
So ukiangalia pengine uko na experience ya miaka 7, miaka 5. So unaonaje ile ukiangalia ile venye ulikuwa unafanya kazi pale mbeleni na sasa hivi venye umepata hii training itakusaidia aje kwa kazi?
Mi kwa majina naitwa Rehema Wabui. Nimefurahia sana kuwa Mother Goose kwa sababu imenifundisha pia kuhusu venye unaweza kaa pia na mgonjwa kama wale wazee. Tumefundishwa pia hiyo. Sasa venye huyo mzee venye unaweza muhando mama ama mzee. Venye unaweza kuwa unamshika, venye unaweza kuwa unamulisha, hajipidui, venye unafaa kumpidua, venye unafaa kumutebesa, hiyo yote nimefurahia juu wametufundisha.
Na pengine nikitaka kuwauliza, in your opinion, what do you see as some of the challenges pengine mnapitiaga kwa hii kazi unafanya?
Kwa hizi kazi za nyumba tumezifanya kwa muda na tulianzia upande wa chini.
Umefanya kwa muda gani?
Nimefanya kwa miaka 8.
8 years.
Yeah. But wakati nilianza nilikuwa na changamoto mingi sana kwa sababu nilikuwa nimetoka ushago. Niliweza kufanya naambiwa hujafanya vizuri, umefanya naambiwa sijafanya vizuri. Lakini katika hiyo hali ilikuwa ngumu. Kujua hiyo kazi ya kuosha mpaka toilet, kujua hiyo kazi kupika kwa gas inaleta shida mingi. Maybe unapata mahali penye pa kuosha na nguo ya machine, na saa zile umeajiriwa kazi unaulizwa unajua kazi, unasema ninajua, alafu unaachiwa nyumba unaambiwa sasa wewe endelea na kazi. Inakuja inabidi mdozi anakuja anapata mahali pengine hujafanya. Kwa nini hujafanya hapa? Ati si kujua kufungua hii. Unapata anakasirika na wewe kabisa. Lakini sasa wakati madhagusi ilikuja tumefurahia kwa sababu tumeendelea kujua mambo mingi na tena inatufunza.
Na ukiangalia kama sasa zile ukishaajiriwa kazi, kwa sababu unajua pengine watu wanafikiria ukiwa kwa bureau mtu akuja kuchukua upate kazi, maneno yako na madhagusi inaishi hapo. So pale ukiwa kwa kazi, how does madhagusi still support?
Mimi kwa majina naitwa Rose Mtonyi kutoka Uganda na nimefurahia sana hii bureau ya madhagusi juu imetusaidia sana, especially sisi watu kutoka Uganda. Tulikuwa tunapitia maumivu sana juu naweza ajiriwa na mtu alafu anaona wewe ni kutoka Uganda, huko ni mbali, anakutreat vile anataka juu una mtu wako hapa. On the other side anaweza kukufanyisha kazi na alafu asikulipe pesa yako juu hakuna mtu atakutetea. And most of the time tumepitilia hiyo. Sometimes uko mgonjwa na umemwambia nimesikia vibaya, nilikuwa nataka niende at least nitibiwe kwanza ndio nirudi niendelee na kazi. Anaona tu ni kama hiyo haifai, wewe vile umetoka Uganda lazima ufanye kazi bila kupata treatment nini, vitu kama hizo. But tumefurahia madhagusi juu it follows hiyo maneno. Akishachukua kwa bureau ya madhagusi itself atafuatilia hiyo maneno mpaka aone anakudaia hiyo pesa yako.
Before upitie training pengine unalipwa pesa kidogo 3,000, 4,000. So ukishapitia training, so what is your hope for yourself and how you get compensated?
Ukishapitia training, in fact it is so good because unaweza kuwa umejileta tu peke yako, umeenda kuajiriwa unaandikwa 5,000. But through madhagusi utabagain na mdozi, msikizane ni pesa ngapi atakupea. And at least now through madhagusi we are getting pesa mzuri ile inaweza kukusaidia, unalipia yako mtoto fees na wewe unajibakishia yako, unaenda unatumia yako tu kwa nyumba yako juu vile tuko hapa hivi naweza fanya kazi nikilala huko. But siwezi tegemea kwa mdozi peke yake juu sometimes naweza nikamkosea na alafu saa hiyo asikia hataendelea na mimi. Sasa itabidi pia mimi nitafute kanyumba kangu ni rent, at least kama amenipay off naenda huko napumzika, alafu ndio narudi na naendelea na kazi yake. So madhagusi imetusaidia, inatutafutia kazi mzuri ya pesa mzuri, inatusaidia like now sisi kutoka hapa kwenda nyumbani kwetu Uganda tunatumia 1,500 ama 2,000, kwenda na kurudi ni 3,000. Sasa kama unafanyia 5,000 unaona sasa inaisha tu kwa barabara, but through madhagusi unaweza pata kazi yako ya 15,000. So utachukua hiyo 5,000 as your transport going and coming back, alafu hiyo 10 itakusaidia na watu wako nyumbani. So we are so happy with madhagusi.
Nani mwingine ako na comment ya malipo?
Hello, mimi jina langu naitwa Morina Kinyi. To me, I've done a course in housekeeping, laundry and front office. I've done for 2 years and a half. Actually, for that 2 years, nimekuwa nikipata job nikiacha. Actually, jobs nimekuwa nikipata ni za contract. Unafanya for 2 years, inaisha, then sometimes utapata mtu hataki kurenew contract yako. So for those years nimetembea in and out of work, in and out. So these 7 years, in and out. Unapata hii contract kisha, unaenda kutafuta contract ingine. So getting a permanent job has been hard. At least nimekuja kwa Mother Goose, wamenisaidia. At least there's an opportunity in Jordan, which I'm expecting itafaulu. Then I travel outside the country. I think that one is a good opportunity for me.
So the placement, mkifanya training hapa, kazi si lazima iwe Kenya. Kazi pia inaweza patikana nje na kule majuu. Yenye watu wanasemaga. And I think really why we're having this conversation, guys, is just for you to see that, you know, a lot of the times when you think about a job, you know, kazi ni kazi. And for you, depending on whichever field you are, you've probably gone to school, you've undergone some training, but here we are showing you that one of the most important and critical jobs in this country, which is care. Someone who's taking care of your home care, child care, yet for some reason, we tend to sort of like, we neglect it. Tunaonaga kama hiyo si kazi. So what these ladies are actually just saying to us is, because they've taken the time to actually come, get educated, get trained, by the time they're coming to your house, they're actually requesting for decent pay, to be treated well. And if you can afford it, because when you, and I know that for a fact that not necessarily everyone can afford to pay someone 10,000, 15,000, but if you can afford it, this is an option that perhaps now helps us get rid of our topic which we are discussing in this show, which is now when you get nannies who perhaps are abusing children, they're not necessarily doing their jobs, they're fighting with employers. The alternative is now getting a nanny from a professional training center, because you've heard from the ladies, they take their training very seriously. So now we're in the kitchen area, and this is a practical cooking lesson, and we are cooking samosas. Though I'm cheating, as you can see, the samosas are pre-prepared, but just to show you the level of training, they make sure that at least by the time they're giving you someone to work in your household, they're fully trained, cooking a variety of meals. So kila mtu hapa anaweza pika samosa. Yes. Acha sasa ni taste. Mimi ndo msema kweli. I'm the taster, literally. Wangapi walijua kupika samosa before Mother Goose? Mlikuwa mnakulaga tu samosa. So at least unaweza pika. Hata ukidecide wewe mwenyewe unaanzisha side hustle, hata unapika ya kuuza. Unaona ni muhimu ya training. So I'm curious, the lady that you're sending to Jordan. Yeah. So do you guys now teach her how to cook foods that are cultural to that, or foods that are indigenous to that area?
Exactly.
So chakula za wa Jordan zote ataweza kupika by the time analand huko.
Yeah, because we know now which tribe is that client is. So we know how to make Swahili foods.
Client in Kenya.
No, she's Swahili, so she knows how to make these Indian foods.
The curries, and the whatnots.
Chinese rice.
Oh wow.
Okay, so if you want to clean the fridge, as I said, you switch off. After switching it off, you remove all the food which is inside there. You make sure that you've placed them where they are nicely placed. Thereafter, you remove the racks. After removing all these racks, you put them in the sink, or if you don't have a sink, maybe you can use a basin. You put the liquid soap. You know the liquid soap? Yes. Yeah, that one for dishwasher. You put inside with warm water. If in case there's stubborn stain, we can use vinegar, or if you don't have vinegar, you can use baking powder. It's also helpful. Okay, when we want to clean here, we'll still use the liquid soap for cleaning. We don't use such things like Omo. It's not good, because last time I saw you using Omo. So I hope you know that we don't need to use Omo. So you need to use the liquid dishwasher for cleaning. So I think you can clean it. Now, Gonza, we want to clean the microwave. And hope I told you the procedure. Can you do it by yourself, or you still need help? You need help? Kidogo too. It's okay. Okay, I said when we want to clean the microwave, we need to get a bowl. After getting a bowl, then we need a lemon. We'll cut it into slices. After cutting into slices, then I'll put water inside that my bowl. As you can see, this is my bowl. I've put water. This is lemon, you can see. I've cut it into slices. Maybe you can ask yourself, why am I putting this? Have you asked yourself?
I ask myself already.
Oh, you've already asked yourself. So you need an answer. Okay. So the reason why I'm using this lemon, at least, to make the microwave to have a nice smell. You know, maybe I was eating omena and you don't like omena. So the microwave will just smell omena. So if I want to remove the smell there, I need to use the lemon. So after putting water inside the bowl, I'll put liquid dishwasher and the lemon. After putting the lemon, I'll put it inside the microwave. I'll close it. After closing it, then I'll open the microwave to run for 2 minutes. Okay, you'll ask yourself, why am I putting this inside here? I want the most, magic is tokota, that vapor, at least to soften the things which were inside there. Maybe you poured baby's milk inside there or porridge, but you cannot need things like scoring brass to start rubbing or maybe scrubbing, but you need to soften the exactly. That's why I'm putting water and inside the bowl, and I'm not closing that bowl because I need that vapor to come out so that it can soften the stain.
Very insightful. I want to find out from you, Sarah. Would you consider taking a nanny? Now, looking at what Mother Goose does, would you consider taking a nanny from an agency, a reputable agency like this one, where they train, they do the background check?
No, the problem is, as a parent, I'm a single mother. I would think about the amount, how we pay those guys. Maybe they are expensive and you don't have that money.
So cost is your biggest issue?
Yeah.
And if you found a way to get over the cost, would you try out a professional agency?
I can try.
Yeah?
I can try.
Okay, so it's interesting to know. So why your service is so expensive? Because unasikia kina mama wanalia hapa. Like tunapenda lakini bei iko juu sana.
Okay. First of all, like an issue about us, we are, I think, 2 of us doing this in the country, whereby we are not a bureau. A bureau is a place whereby they pick girls in the streets and then they give out after and a small fee. As our condition is, this person must first of all go through some training.
So it's a course?
It's a course. And I'm lucky that one of the nanny that you are interviewing right now was part of the program, and she's a success story. So we believe that we are not in the business of just collecting people and then just giving them out, because by the end of the day, we have a reputation to uphold.
And on average, how much do your nannies get paid when they get employed?
We say at least a minimum of 10,000.
A minimum of 10,000?
Yeah, minimum of 10,000. And then you can be able to agree about the increment depending on her job and such similar things.
And because obviously there are women who are watching this and they're like, oh, I would love that for my household, but maybe it's too expensive. Would you consider the reverse? If someone perhaps identified a good nanny, would you train them on their behalf?
Yes, we do. We call it private training, whereby we even go to the place of that's at their homes. So you can get one from outside there, who is convenient in your case and with your money that you have, and then we are able to give her training as per. But first of all, we prefer that you're able to be with her for some time, so that you're able to note the areas that, because she cannot be able to undergo the full training like the other one who came to us directly. So first of all, have her sometime like 2 weeks, understand the things that need polishing, then invite us, we're able to come and sharpen her.
And finally, as we wrap up, probably what's the one thing that you'd advise parents to look out for, especially like if you looked at Victor's case where he said a nanny abused me physically, but I couldn't talk about it to my parents? Because I know that's something you cover in your training, whereby you give the nannies a code of conduct. But now for the parents, how can they tell that mtoto wangu pengine hapa msichana wa kazi anamchapa, anamtukana, anamfanyia maneno mabaya?
Okay. I'll just answer it a bit broad, but I'll just give exactly what you're asking, the answer you're asking. I would say, first of all, the issue about rogue nannies, the parent also has a part to play. first of all, by the way they are able to interact with their nannies, first of all, is very important. And luckily there was a story that maybe came yesterday about some success stories about nannies. And the nannies must be treated, first of all, like a family. They become part of the family. Because there are some who may be able to mistreat the children as a reaction of what is happening in that home. It happens, by the way.
Ile sasa kulipisha because mama yako ni mkali kwangu, she's not good to me, so when the mom is not around I'll do the same to the children.
Because who ndio vulnerable. Wewe siwezi kuchapa wewe unanifanyia hivyo. Mwingine ananyimwa chakula, mwingine anatuhusiwa. Some of them are harassed sexually. By the end of the day, there are some who react out of what they are being done at their home. But if you as a parent, first of all, you start on your own. Be the best to this person. She will be the best to your kid, that I can assure you. But if it happens that this person is mistreating the kid, there are some small telltale signs that you can be able to look at. You must be able to, first of all, go to the word of this kid. Be free with your kid in a way that the kid can open up to you. Look at changes, for example, in sleeping. The way this kid is sleeping, is he having enough sleep? Is this kid going backward instead of going forward? Like, for example,
is he withdrawn socially in school?
You find that maybe the kid had stopped, like, for example, urinating in the bed, then all of a sudden ameanza kujua kitanda tena, alikuwa ameacha kutumia poti, then ameacha
regression.
Exactly, yeah. Regression. Look at the physical injuries in the body. Then let you be free with your kid, that the kid can open up. The other thing, look at who mtoto wako kuna vitu anaogopa kukuambia, because some of them are like Victor was saying, is like you are forced submission. Anaambia usiambie mama yako kitu. Ukimuuliza na mtoto hataki ku open up because anajua atachapwa kesho na the nanny. Look at those small signs here and there. Look at the activeness of this kid. The kid, especially a boy like Victor was saying, they are very active. They are very jumpy. Huyu mtoto amerudi chini, ameacha kucheza mbele kwa cheza zamani. Those are telltale signs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think obviously, as always with any topic where we are talking about parenting, childcare, the reality is if you're a parent, you must pay attention, you must be present, because a lot of the time for a child to report a situation that is abusive, whether physically, sexually or emotionally, the parent has to create an environment where the child trusts you enough to tell you that this adult, this person that you trusted me to, is doing this to me. And I really hope that through this episode we have empowered you to actually now recognize that you can actually be more aware. You can actually take some precautions when it comes to selecting a caregiver for your child in your household. Well, that's it from me, Tamima. Until next time, this has been the Round Table. Yes, until next time, this has been the Round Table. I'll see you next time.
Special thanks to E+ for medic and ambulance services.